Hello everyone. Hope you guys are doing great. Today we are going to talk about the agentic AI. Not about the completely agentic AI, but I just wanted to give you the some glimpse so that we can start from here and we can build a very powerful and robust agentic AI. Now coming to the part of what is the difference between the agentic AI and traditional AI? The traditional AI system are typically designed to enhance or automate the predetermined repetitive tasks, while this streamlined approach brings value by increasing the speed and efficiency. So you can see how agentic AI works. So let's suppose whenever you are going to ask any question to LLM. So how the chat GPT works, just taking that scenario, but it is way far better than the chat GPT. So you asking the question LLM to your LLM, and then LLM having some agent. Here you can consider as an agent. Agent will take this question, it will identify this question will get served from the which tool. So we have a different type of tools, and tools is basically nothing but it's a function. You can say we have some function called addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Based on the requirement what function has to be called, agent will automatically call that function, and it will observe the output and it will give you the output back to the LLM, and from LLM user will get the output. This is the whole fundamental about the agentic AI, and you can say Langchain agent works in this way. I will show you the practical demonstrations and whatever component I have used here. I will try to explain each and everything in coming video. So before that, to kick start this part, let me activate my environment here. So let me activate. I have already created my environment, Conda env list, and we have this environment. 1 minute. Okay, so we have created this environment. Now what I can do, I will start my Jupyter notebook. And yeah, Jupyter notebook has been started. Now here is my Jupyter notebook. Okay, so if you will get this kind of error, what you can do, very simple approach. In some of the system, this local host didn't work. So what you can do, just copy this URL and paste it here. Okay, so yeah, it is working. Now go to the desktop and I can go 1 minute, not this, YouTube, and I will create new notebook. Yeah, I can create a new notebook. So yeah. So yeah, so before that, I can mention this Langchain agents. Yeah, agents. And what I can do, first of all, we have to install some of the library. In my case, already has been installed, so it won't be any problem. But in your case, it will take some time. And then we are going to use some of the API key, but those API key I will try to avoid to expose here, but you can use your own API key. So here you can see Langchain API key is nothing but your open API key, okay? And this is nothing but Langchain tracing V2, so you can trace your complete logs. So I will use my API key in that case. Hold on. So yeah. Got my API key. If I'll execute, it is prompting me and it is not going to display anything. So that's the thing. And yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to create few of the function. And I'm just going to create a very simple function. Later on, I'll show you Spark and database SQL and all the sort of things. Okay. So I'm just creating very simple function called for multiplication, division, and exponential. And this is the documentations has been already given. And that's just, I wanted to show you how the Langchain agents works. Okay. So this is the 3 tool. And you can say this tool is nothing but it's a decorator tool decorator, and inside of this decorator I define my function called multiply, and inside of another decorator I define add function, and it's a very simple function. You can see it's a like a it's a very zeroth level of Python programming. There is nothing. So we created a function under a decorator. That's all. And then all the function we have wrapped inside of list, and we created one list called tools. So we define this. Now next is what? Now we have to import some of the library called from Langchain import hub. Okay, what is hub? Basically, you can say whenever we have to pull some of the image from the Docker, then Docker hub is there. We have to pull some of the model, we have a Hugging Face hub. So like this Langchain hub is there. And what is the hub does? Hub is nothing does like to initialize the prompt, we have to write some prompt, right? You can write by own, or there is some predefined prompt is there inside of Hugging Face hub. We can directly import from the Hugging Face. Okay, so those are the things is there. So similarly, I'm going to import another library called Langchain dot agents import agent executor, agent executor, 1 minute, agent executor, comma, create tool, let's go tools. Okay, so this is that create tool calling agent. Okay, so this is the two things we have to import. Next is what? Get, now we are going to get the prompt. Let's suppose we have to define some system level prompt, user level prompt, all those things. So here is already in case inside of Langchain hub, we have already some prompt is there. I just wanted to show you. It's a very good. Let me run this. And you can see you are useful assistant, and you can change as well. And we have a chat history prompt. You can add the chat history. I will show you all these things, and agent X scratchpad. So these are the skeleton of the prompt has been already provided using this hub, which has been mentioned. Now what we can do, we are going to initialize our LLM. So before initializing the LLM, we have to define our open API key. So to get the open API key, I believe you guys already having the open API key ready. So you can use your open API key. I'm using mine. My API key is fine. So now what we can do, I'm just initializing my LLM. So LLM initialization has been done. Now what we can do, we are going to construct the tool calling agent. So for that, what we can do, we can call this function, this create tool calling agent. So we have to define, we have to initialize our agent create tool calling agent. And here we have to mention which LLM, and even you can use your local LLM as well. There should be no problem. And then we have to use our tools. This is the tools. And then we have to use our prompt. Okay. So yeah. So here we can use prompt, and this prompt has been already we pulled from the Langchain hub. So you can create your own prompt. Actually, I will show you that part as well. So this is our agent. Now what we can do, we can initialize our agent executor object. So here is the agent underscore exe agent executor is equal to agent executor, and inside of this we have to define our agent is equal to agent comma tools is equal to tools comma, and here is the one thing, verbose. If you are mentioning verbose is equal to true, you can see the logs as actually. So this is our agent executor. That's simple. And then agent executor dot invoke, and here we can define our dictionary, actually dictionary, and this one bracket close enough. And here we can define our all these things, right? So the input colon I'm just passing my prompt, add two number, and let's see Langchain agent is able to, call my adding function or not. Add 5, comma 2, 5, comma 2, and give the result, Okay, so that's all. I think it should work. Let me check. And you can see it is working, and you can see enter in new agent chain and invoking add. You can see add, and add function got called. Okay, so yeah, it got added and it gave the result as well. The output result is the result of adding of 5 and 2 is 7. That's very good. Very good. So nice. And even we can ask a bit complex questions as well. So let me ask a bit complex question. 1 minute. I'm just getting my curated prompt, which I haven't tried. Uh, so here we can mention this. So you can see take 3 to 5th power, 3 to 5th power. Okay, 3 to 5th power, and multiply that by the sum of the 12 and 3, and then square the whole digit. This is the very complex, prompt. I'm just asking these things, and let's see. Automatically, all the things is getting called. So you can see first it invoked the exponential function, and it took the base 3 and exponential 5, and that's what we mentioned inside of our query, right? So if you can see, our query is what? Take the 3 to 5th power. So 3 to 5th power means base is 3 and exponent is 5. So 3 to 5th power, I think 243, right? You can check it out actually. 3 asterisk 5, and we have a 243, correct? So this answer is correct. Then what we are asking, and multiply that by the sum of the 12, sum of the 12. So first number is 12 and second number is 3. So you can see the adding function is getting called. So 12 plus 5 and 15, and multiply with 243, whatever result came out the first layer and the second layer. So it got multiplied and we get the result. And then what it's saying is square the whole result. So square means we have a base 3645 and exponential is 2, and it is doing these things. So automatically it is, understanding what are the tools has to be called, and it is getting invoked based on the requirement. So this is the power of Langchain. This is the power of agent, you can say. And like whatever tools has been mentioned, those tool is only it is getting utilized while using this prompt. It is not going here and there and doing anything result. So this is the power of agentic AI. And if you will ask what is the benefit we are getting if you will give this prompt to the chat gpt, the chat gpt will also work. Okay, let's check it out, the chat gpt, whether how chat gpt is working. So let me open my chat gpt as well. Yeah, so I do have my chat GPT actually ready. So I can pass this prompt and let's see what it is giving the result. Okay, so yes, and we got 13304025. Okay, now we'll check it out here as well. What is the result we are getting? 13.2. It's not quite same, right? And I believe our result is quite okay, and also we are getting the explanation, right? So what the function has been called and all those things. And even if we have to control on our addition function, we can do. We have a complete control on our tools, right? So that's a benefit of using the agent on top of tools, right? So this is about the agent, and I will show you more complex tools introductions, like how we can connect with your database using the Langchain agent, and all the sort of things will be coming into the picture. So meanwhile, hope that's all for this video, and hope you like this video. If you really like this video, if itself is more explanatory, feel free put a like and subscribe to our channel so that we'll get the motivation. So meanwhile, thank you guys.